Okay, and we are live. A temporally shifted hello to anyone watching the VOD on either Twitch or YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, today is going to be one of the regularly scheduled streams for Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. My name's Dan. Welcome to the Saltpeter Academy. And got everything sorted out and set up. The only thing I need to do now is kick off the game and pick up where we left off last time. This is only the second stream, so hopefully we will have as much success as then, although a couple of missions into the game, likely to run into some slightly tougher opposition than the basic cultist enemies. I certainly hope so. So for reference, this is my second time playing through the game. First time with the DLC that came out start of last month, which I'm looking forward to seeing how kind of... Aha! Yes, hello Angela. Good to see you in the chat. Here we are. Yes, so looking forward to seeing how the DLC pans out. I've seen a lot of people disappointed that the Dreadnought that you get that it gives you access to isn't available for every mission. But in their defense,
I have felt their coming.
Let's skip the intro, I think. Yeah, in the defense of the people who released it, it does. Yes, absolutely. Angela, making some dinner while you watch. It should be fun to see this in action. As I was saying, the DLC description does specifically say that you only get access to the Dreadnought in specific missions. So, while I can understand people being disappointed, it's not entirely the fault of the people who made it. So, let's load the game. We are on... Yeah, here we are. On the stream campaign. Day 31 of the campaign. Reading comprehension isn't always fantastic, Angela. No, it isn't, unfortunately. Especially when you see something that you want to get and you're really excited for it. So, I have definitely bought stuff in the past that I wasn't paying full attention to just because I was in a hurry. But most of those were probably a little bit cheaper. Not that the DLC for this was especially expensive. Okay. So here we are, day 31. I think we dealt with all of the narrative stuff at the end of the last session. What's on our timeline? We've got 9 days until we get improved reactor output. That unlocks all of the other upgrades to the ship. Well, not all of them, but it unlocks a lot of them. We have Thomas Elvar, one of our warriors, our teleporty two swords fellow. Can't remember the name of the class off the top of my head, but he's slightly wounded for the next 17 days. We've got 20 days until we can use the stratagems in battle, and in 60 days the Grand Master will want another report. So we really should get on with stuff so that he can actually have something to be reported. Or we will actually have something to report to him, rather. That's... The downside to that is that there's nothing to actually do just yet. We don't want to let down Grandmaster Circus. No, we do not. But we have to just wait for something to turn up first. And usually the forces of chaos are pretty obliging. There we go. Bloom spawn detected. Our Prognostica choir has detected the presence of 3 new eruptions of bloom activity across this sector. We have informed Titan and must act on these new incursions to the best of our ability. Okay, where are they? Oh! Those two are actually quite close together. We might even be able to do both. Not that one. That system, unfortunately, is naffed. I mean, we could just barely get there in time. But for the safety of the system, I think we might have to do these two and let that one go. So what have we got here? Eliminate all seed carriers. Glorious Deeds have started turning up. Glorious Deeds are kind of optional objectives for the mission. You have to decide whether or not you want to try them. If you try it and succeed, you get the bonus, in this case, the bonus reward, which in this case is 2 requisition points, which would double our requisition for the mission. If you fail, you get a deduction from your overall reward, which is a bit unfortunate. That said, killing 4 enemies with grenades, that's not too difficult. Especially because that's not kill 4 enemies with a single grenade. That's just with grenades across the whole mission. That's usually pretty doable. Let's have a look. Chaos detected. So corruption level 0. No inherent corruption bonuses on this system yet. It is the Poxus strain and a bunch of unknown minions that we will find out when we get there. Alright, so that's eliminate all seed carriers. What's this one? Eliminate all seed carriers, kill 4 enemies with grenades. Okay, so it's the same basic thing. The armory access that we get, this is what we spend requisition on. So this is going to get us a tier 1 silencer, which I believe one of our guys has. Yeah, one of our guys does have the silencer. A tier 1 force halberd, and a suit of Terminator armor. Okay. What was the benefits of the other one? Stormbolter, a warding stave, and a suit of Terminator armor. Okay. Now, I think I want to do this one first, because the silencer is going to be more interesting than the Stormbolter, I think. Okay. Oh, ship project complete. Can you feel it, Commander? The vibrations of the deck plates, the thrumming of the plasma generator, the edict. She starts to sing again. It is a melody only those within the cult Mechanicus can truly understand, but areas that have been devoid of power since our encounter with the Cadium are now back online. Additional projects unlocked. Marvellous. Let's sort that out before we get to the new sector. Obviously it's not going to be finished by the time we get there, but it will be good to do it. Right. So, option 1 is reactivate the augmentation chamber to get 1 servitor every 10 days. Servitors being the resource that we spend to do upgrades. So that's probably a good thing to get sorted pretty early on. The Libris Malleus. Each grimoire gives us 30% research speed, which is also good. Or the Warp Drive, which gives us plus 20% ship speed. That's pretty damn important. The defense systems are also fairly important. Plus 1 total hull integrity would be nice. Defensive gun batteries would be nice, but not super important just yet. More capacity in the barracks is good. The meditation chamber gives us plus 50% experience, which means our guys will level up faster, which is good. The stasis chamber in the Apothecarian allows us to commune with the fallen. So if any of our knights die outright, we can... stasis chamber will allow them to be interred so our brothers can learn from their wisdom. or the Augurium, which would give us a Prognosticar. Now, Prognosticars are good because they give a wide variety of benefits to whatever system they're attached to. That said, I think it's going to have to be either the Augmentation Chamber to get Servitors, or the Warp Drive for the extra speed. And I think I'm going to go for the speed first. Because being able to get places faster, that's pretty dang important. Speed! Yes, speed is good. Alrighty, so eliminate all the seed carriers, kill 4 enemies with grenades. Let's start the mission.
Glorious deeds are optional objectives that add risk to a mission, but grant requisition rewards on success. You must choose whether to accept before beginning the mission.
Thank you, Ektar. I did already explain that. But that is his job, so I shouldn't have taken it away from him. Yeah, so by accepting a valor deed, you commit to completing an act of glory in the course of this mission. Success will be rewarded with additional requisition, but the Grand Master will be displeased if you fail. And as you've already said, Angela, we do not want to disappoint Grandmaster Circus. So let's do it, because killing 4 enemies with grenades, that's pretty simple. Especially because, well, as long as I take enough grenades with us. Currently we've only got 2 chaps with grenades set. Now, do we want our interceptor Thomas Elvar to stay here given that he is injured? I think we might. So, on the off chance he's in the chat, sorry Mo, you're getting benched for the moment. Let him heal up? Yeah. We won't risk him getting any further injury, so we will swap him out. So we have 2 options we can replace him with. We can replace him with another Purgator, which is another heavy gun, or another Justicar, which is another kind of tank. What do we think? More heavy guns or more heavy armor? I'm leaning towards... Yeah, I agree, Angela. Another heavy gun is not going to be a bad thing. Oh, but he's got a Force Sword at the moment, which is an odd choice. Let's have a look at his loadout. Ranged weapon. Yeah, this guy. So, we have 3 options. We have... I mean, we don't need another silencer. The silencer is the long-ranged one. So this guy will either go with a Psi Cannon, which is the Grey Knight equivalent of a heavy bolter, or an Incinerator, which does exactly what it says on the label, and can be used in a variety of very interesting and fun ways. So what do we think? Big Daka or go full Trogdor? Things could be more on fire. Yeah, let's burn. So we've got the very basic one, which is not super interesting. 25% chance to purge, which removes any mutations from the target from anything hit by its fire. Or +1 damage against demonic targets. Quick question. Is the music stuttering for you at all? Because it's stuttering coming through my headset. That might just be the Bluetooth connection, or it could be... Not that you've noticed? Okay, that's fine then. As long as it's not stuttering on the stream, then that's great. Yeah, so the Purge is more useful at this point because we haven't actually fought any demonic enemies yet. So, burn, burn, burn. Alright. So he doesn't get a melee weapon with that because he's got the ranged weapon. We've only got basic power armor, so that's totally fine. And because of the heroic deed, we're going to keep him with the grenade. We've only got the frag grenade, so yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We do need
We
to...
are yours to command, brother.
Oh. Our brothers can initiate a focused retraining regimen to update their abilities in order to meet your needs for the campaign. It's not really useful at the moment, because the only thing he'd be able to get would be upgrade his Cybolt to Armor Pierce. I don't remember that from my first playthrough. That might be new. That's very cool if that's new. Because that's powerful. That's really powerful. But for now, it's totally alright. I don't have any reason to rename this fella, so we will head back to the Teleportarum. Alright. Yes, I'd say this is a good start. The only one who won't be throwing grenades around, unfortunately, is you. Simply because having that medical servo skull is far too important. So, okay. It's a fair trade, yeah. Being able to remove and kind of heal any status conditions that we get hit with, that's a fair trade for one extra grenade. Grenades have a decent splash zone, so this shouldn't be too difficult to get a couple of kills with them. So, waiting for the loading times. Right. Loading. Aha, there we are. Mission start time.
Status. Ultramarines currently engaged with a force of word bearers below.
Have they detected us?
Negative. Do you take me for some half-augmented engine seer?
The Inquisitor meant no insult, Dominus. We will locate and destroy the seeds and leave the rest unwired.
Commander, your brethren must recover one of these seeds from a living host. I have trained your warriors to focus their senses. If they perform a precision strike in hand-to-hand combat, they should be able to locate and extract any seed present within the foe.
What that means in game terms is get them down, get their stun value high enough, or just get a crit some other way. And one of the options on the crit wheel will have a symbol next to it, and if you pick that option, then they extract the seed, and everything's good. So, we need to get over to that group. And where was the other one? I can just click on these. There they are, over there. This one is pretty much the closer option, so we will head this direction first.
We strive.
Dush, 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 dush.
Here.
Switch to the next one.
Eyes on.
Apothecary moving up.
At your service.
Switch to the next one.
Yes, Commander. My blades
Go
will
away.
guide.
Let's
With me, my brothers.
get that one over there.
Chaos stirs within the shadows.
Ooh. Okay, they're a bit closer than I was expecting.
At once.
So let's get ourselves
Yes, sir.
prepared to meet an assault from that direction. Alright,
Here.
nothing got in our way there. So making us Chaos Gene Stealers. Yes. In a
Moving now.
kind of technical sense, yes. We are stealing the Chaos Gene Seed-ish. Which is it's a bit of a grim thought, but not an inaccurate one.
Your orders here.
Let's bring
With haste.
you up to there.
Ooh.
Standing
My
ready.
blade is ever ready.
And
Yes, Commander.
moving up here.
Unleash me. On the way.
Let's get you up to there. Hopefully you will be the one to trigger it. There we are.
Keep searching.
Excellent. That is a lot of nice, squishy fellows.
Straight from the chapter.
Very little in the way of armor.
Yes, Commander.
So if I toss a grenade like that, that would do a lot of damage to those guys, which means we don't have to do a huge amount to kill them. To get 4 of these guys with a single grenade, I think I could do that like turn 1 without too much difficulty. Alright, let's whack the Aegis on. Give this guy make him more resilient. Where do we want to put me, as it were? Could go to there. That would be a bit of a waste, I think.
What is your will?
We'll wait on that for now.
Yes, Commander.
Let's have this guy. He's a bit too far back to throw his grenade out. From there, at least. If I go there, will that wake up the next pod of guys? I don't think so, but I don't necessarily want to risk it either.
What is your will?
Alright, let's just there. Let's get this started. Okay. And get into cover there. Now, that doesn't count as a killing them with a grenade, so I won't do that. Activate the Aegis. Move to there into cover, because I'm actually going to,
Standing ready.
in order to make sure that that grenade was worth it,
Affirmative.
I'm going to have to move this one around. Yeah. And wait for them to kind of gather back up again. So
Wards enhanced.
let's just have everybody activate that.
My blade is yours. As ordered.
Get this guy over here. Fortunately, it didn't do what I was afraid of and turn that on. And then we'll use the Promethium spray ability of the Incinerator to set up a hazard. So that they're going to all come down the middle bit here, rather than causing any direct problems in any other location. There we are. Alright, excellent. And the foresword is showing its use there. Oh dear. Yeah. Going for the grenade kills super early on might not have been the most effective.
Just wait. Just wait.
That didn't wake up, fortunately. That one's a way off, so that's not waking up anytime soon. Okay. Now. Damn you, hindsight! Indeed.
Yes, Commander.
Now that would kill those two. That would get me 2. Now let's see if I can... If I just whack this guy... Oh, great. Of all the times I don't want to get the kill. I don't want to get a critical. That's fine, that'll do. No.
I am here to serve.
Because if I can drop that grenade there, then that will get me 3 of the kills.
Wards activated.
Which means that with my remaining grenade, I'll only need to get the 1. And weirdly enough, I'd actually take less damage from dropping a grenade on the floor than I would from moving and letting those 2 guys get attacks on me. So...
Yes, Commander.
We're in power armor. Let's take advantage of it.
We are the hammer.
Alright, and that moved me over there. So let's...
For the Emperor.
unload into that guy, who is close to bursting, it looks like. I could just use my grenade now and get him, but I don't think I strictly need to. I do need to reload first, though.
Reloaded.
And yeah, that fire is not especially useful there just yet.
Iolanthus. Affirmative.
Kill off that one. I can't quite get round to there,
Standing ready.
but you can.
Face ready.
It's been a while since I played this. Yeah, 40k logic. Yeah, drop a grenade. I'm in power armor. You're not. I will have fewer problems than you. Don't want to set that off. Are there any other creatures? No, so we will bring you back there. Yeah, unfortunately, standing next to him when he burst, got our apothecary there plagued, which is not a fun thing to be. They will be taking 2 damage, I think, at the end of each turn, which sucks. What's the best location for this? Is it there? Which way are they going to go is the question. Well, I can put an overwatch on there and that'll be fine. When in doubt, activate the Aegis and get into cover. Yeah, there we are. 2 points of damage for the plague. Unfortunate, but it happens.
Eat this! It bleeds! It bleeds!
so he moved through my Overwatch and got himself shot a bit, so that's
Unleash
fun.
me.
Let's just shoot him dead.
For the Imperium! As you command.
Myself over here.
Your orders.
Let's use up some of your willpower to
Fear no. It is not
get
gratitude.
Thule, I think that is.
Your command.
Yeah. Get Thule back up to full. And then I think we can just shoot
Firing
him.
now. The enemy is wounded.
Yeah. Alright. That's that first bunch of guys wiped out. Which means that we are all back to full action points. One of my absolute favourite things about this game. When you finish a fight, you don't get left with what little action point stuff you had. You get full action points refunded.
Defensive items. What is your will? The Emperor protects.
If we just skip through
What is your will?
everybody,
Defensive.
activate. Yeah, fuck yeah, indeed. If we skip through everybody and activate our Aegis, we get to have everybody with 2 extra points, or 4 in the case of the Terminators, with a few extra points of
With me, my brother.
defensive things. When this happens, and because we've started a new combat, they will get the action points that they spent on activating that armor refunded.
There it is. Commander, harvest the seed from that creature's flesh.
Yep, will do. Okay, so this is Iolanthus. No, I didn't actually get the hammer hand, unfortunately, which means I can't just go in there and grab it without any real effort. I'm going to need to move forward a bit. So let's... I have the full Aegis, so if I go to here... Excuse me. If I go to there, then I should be able to... Apparently they're not taking any stun damage, which is a bit unfortunate. That's the one with it. Let's just drat him with it. And at this range, I'm not going to be able to do anything with the grenade, so we'll move forward. That was quite a jump. And that should get us the kill and weaken all of those quite neatly. And in theory, that should explode as well and kill at least a few of the others. But we'll see. Yep.
Another
worked.
one down.
And there we go. Kill 4 enemies with grenades. Marvellous. Let's... No, I don't want to be doing that, do I? Nice. Very nice.
I am here to serve.
Let's bring Apothecary
It will
Up.
be done.
a little closer. Put down a bit of cover fire. Got one more point there. Let's put down a Promethean field down there. Oh, there was already something flammable on the ground. That's going to do some good. And if I come out over here. I should be able to just do a bit of damage to this guy ahead of things. Yeah, he took a bit of damage there. That's unfortunate. That's doubly unfortunate. Well,
He was one of the chosen.
he was one of the chosen, was he? Well, that's a shame.
A scratch.
Apparently being chosen doesn't make you fireproof.
Pain is
But-
beneath me.
My Aegis makes me bulletproof. And I will be enjoying that. Ooh, warp surge, that's not great. Oh dear. That gave them a lot of armor. That's not fun. And these guys all got the armor as well. Great. Yeah.
The Aegis shields us.
So yeah, the warp surge meter, every time you use... They only have it for this turn, fortunately. But that's still not great.
Your command.
So I'm gonna do this. I can get to... There's no way... Is there another way around without triggering either of those? There really isn't. If I get to there... Can't actually get anywhere helpful. See, now this would have been a perfect time to have grenades if I hadn't already used them. So that was my mistake, because if I had a grenade, I could just toss it up here, both of those would get knocked down, and no more problems. Now, I do have the Aegis up, which means that I won't actually take any damage from running through both of these guys' fields of fire. But I do only get the one attack afterwards. But let's do it.
The angels shall fall.
And yep, gotta reload
Ready.
because I put down that field of fire first, so I've got to reload him. That's not a huge amount of range on there. Let's jump across to there. And in oh, I'm not going to be able to get that guy. It's a shame. Flames of Purity puts an extra bit of damage on it. That's not really super helpful.
Your orders. Advancing.
Jump down to there. Okay, he does have one move left, so we'll put him down there and get him out of the way so that I can do this
For the Emperor.
with this guy. I think I just blew up the cover I was standing on, which is unfortunate. Now, if I do that and that, I can't quite get to this bugger. Actually, even not going from anywhere can I get to that guy, so let's just... move safely without going through the fire. That seems like a good choice. that there. So that when he moves, he's going to get blasted. Ouch.
Attack! Kill them all!
I really wasn't. I've missed a few pretty obvious things in this mission, so I feel a bit silly about that. Right. Now, let's do the force strike, not that it'll make a huge amount of difference. Right. Okay. I think because this is the first mission where it turns up, I will automatically get a crit on this guy. So yeah,
Hello
see
there.
here. Oh, hello! We appear to have a new follower, Kudrovsky. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, Kudro. If Kudro is an appropriate one, let me know. If not, I will use the full title. Yeah, so welcome to the channel. Not sure how long you've been on. Oh, you're a friend of Angela's. You'll be here for the night. Fantastic. Well, welcome. Hope you enjoy 40k and tactics, because that's what this game is. It's 40k and tactics. And I appreciate the follow, one way or the other. So, yeah, first mission where we're extracting the seeds. This one has the big symbol, so I will be disabling his pestilential explosion ability. You and Warhammer, yes. Good to know. Good to know. So
Yes,
let's.
we have it. My commendations to that knight. Return with that seed as soon as you can.
Hello
Thank you,
there.
Inquisitor. Oh, hello. Oh, Cinderflame 2. Would that be Mr. Caldwell by any chance? Hello there. Either way, Cinderflame 2. Yes, fantastic. Welcome. Yeah, so this is a thing I'm doing now. Streaming a couple of games a few times a week. Very much welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so Tuesdays is 40k Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, which is what we're doing right now. It is Warhammer 40,000, it is tactics, and it is a lot of fun. It's XCOM with all of the lessons that people have learned from XCOM. It has a fair few, like, what's the phrase? Quality of life improvements.
As you will.
For example, the to-hit percentage is a thing of the past. That's not something you have to worry about in this game. If...
It will be done.
Is that a dancing cat with a little hat on it emoji? That's fun. I don't recognize it, but I appreciate it. I'm assuming that's a celebration about the quality of life improvements, because those are definitely worth celebrating.
At once.
No more do you get given a 90... Oh, that guy's still alive. Hi, I'm usually better at this. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to take a soothing drink of water. Yeah, no more 98% chance of hitting when you're literally gunned to their face. If you can hit them, you will hit them and do damage. Any distances that might reduce chances, or any cover that they're behind, you just won't do any. You just can't do it. The game will not let you waste your actions like that. For example,
What is your will?
so I have activated my ranged attack here. I've got two circles. Inside the first circle, it does maximum damage. Inside the second circle, you can still hit, but it'll do slightly reduced damage. If I pick this guy, see how it just has an amount of damage taken off his health? For a bit more thing there. All it shows is critical chance and damage. So I will be doing 4 points of damage because of the gun, -1 for being over medium range, and -1 because he's in half cover. But I will still do 2 points of damage. I can activate Psybolt and shoot him with mind bullets for an extra point of damage, because Grey Knights. Grey Knights are all psychic. Grey Knights get to do all sorts of fun things. However, I also... Let's take the gun off. I also just have a big sword that I can go and hit him with. So I'm going to go and hit him. Oh no, this is the apothecary. My mistake. This is Angela. Let's cut off his gun arm, because that's always fun, and then end him. You've got this. Yes, Angela, you absolutely do. Yeah. So the Narthesium, which is the melee weapon on the apothecary, is technically a piece of medical equipment. But as with most pieces of medical equipment, used incorrectly, it can do just as much damage as it can do good if you use it correctly. Like, you know, a scalpel in the wrong hands is just as dangerous as any other knife. And given the incredible hardiness of a Space Marine, it kind of isn't surprising that the Narthesium medical equipment, yeah, this scalpel is the size of a giant fist. Part of it is a chainsaw, and part of it's like a, effectively just a full-on drill. Let's see if I can zoom in on it a bit and swing around. So yeah, that is the Narthesium. It's not what you'd expect, but like in canon, its primary purpose is to basically take the heart out of a dead Space Marine, the heart or the gene seed, because you have to take it out. When a Marine dies, that has to come out. Or they can't make new ones.
Taking position.
The lore of this game is in...
Yes, Commander.
It's kind of mad when you think about some of it.
Yes, Commander. I am here to serve.
Keep everybody moving up. While we're here, let's go with a physician. Heal thyself. The Narthesium is nasty. It really is. It's thoroughly nasty.
What is your will?
Alright, let's get fire advancing.
Comms off.
Right,
Ready for battle.
That's the next bunch. Oh, hello there. You need to be stabbed. But we need to get to it first.
At once.
Let's move everybody up.
Unleash me. Yes, sir.
Some sections of this game aren't necessarily going to be the most entertaining to watch, just because there is a certain amount of moving around the battlefield that needs to be dealt with, and for practical, tactical reasons, I will generally do that by... I mean, fire and movement isn't technically accurate because I'm not shooting anybody, but kind of leapfrog movements.
My blade is yours. Unleash me.
Always move the furthest one back first.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you just got to run for a bit. Yeah. In games like this, it's an unfortunate necessity, but it is a necessity.
With haste.
Let's get that over there.
What is your will?
Let's get
At once.
the walking wall of armor up here. Big old Terminator armor. Let's get Thule.
Yes, Commander.
Let's he's got the movement to do it, so we'll get him up there. Get another bit of
Onward, brothers.
seed material. Another warp surge. Great. 1 reinforcements. Okay, that's fine. Those aren't actually turning up yet. They just have a reinforcement. Tactical movement's interesting to watch, given you'll have a different approach to someone else's brain. That does make interesting chats about why down the line. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I appreciate the vote of confidence, if such is what it was. Right, I need to get over there. They're going to be moving down this way, so I need... Can I get through there? No. There's a door there, though. That might be worth... Let's go through the door. If only so I can show those of you who haven't seen it yet what happens. Oh, okay. Enemy unit there. Did not realise they were there.
Yes, Commander.
Because I hadn't had any warning about those yet.
As you will.
Moving over here. Let's
Your
get...
orders. Wards activated.
Knock knock is right.
Affirmative.
But we will see that shortly. Now, let's
As ordered.
have the big walking tank with the sword be the one to wake these guys up. Knights of the motherfucking throne, boys.
Arms at the ready.
Right. And oh, hello, fellas. What's that you're standing next to? It looks like explosive barrels. Because it's explosive barrels. So I'm just going to move a little bit over here, get a little bit of a better angle on those explosive barrels. And then, I'm going to shoot those explosive barrels. Have fun. It was nice of them to gather around the explosive like that. And let's then have... Let's get a little bit of a better angle on this, I think. That should do nicely. That's a good position, because... That's going to use up all my ammo. I still have 2 actions left, so I think I'll just shoot these guys individually. We love a bit of Dakar.
Glory to Xiphos.
You'll have heard him say glory to Xiphos there. For reference, this is Strike Force Xiphos, is the unit that I am currently in command of. This particular force of Grey Knights. Let's shoot. Nice bit of Dakar. Let's get into some cover here. The only downside to bringing the Flamer guy is needing to have the enemies still alive and in range when it's his turn. Okay. Pinned is frustrating, but not necessarily a huge problem. Each knight gets 3 action points per turn. Any knight who is pinned loses 1 of those action points. Aww. I tried to hurt you.
The gods favor you!
Knew it was a good idea to use my last action point to get the Aegis. Right, now let's finish these guys off before they do anything unpleasant there.
Yes,
Let's start over here with these guys.
Justice. Affirmative.
I'm not sure why these guys thought they were dangerous.
But he was one of the chosen!
He was one of the chosen! Oh no. However will we cope? Let's... Yeah. Because chaos fueled hubris. That is pretty much the reason, yeah.
Yes,
let's
come
have
on.
this guy. We'll start by having him shoulder barge that guy,
Golden throne.
and then continue by getting him out of the blast zone, because we don't want him in the blast zone if we can help it. Over there should be good. And then we will just... Oh, I can trigger those. That's nice.
Firing now.
Shoot this guy in the back. Madness makes you do questionable things. That is one of its defining traits, as far as I'm aware, yeah. Alright, let's... Yeah.
It will be done.
Let's have this flamer guy come over here. And... burninate. Yes. Lovely. Alright. And then... Apothecary.
Foe destroyed, Commander. We bring
Madness. Questionable. In this economy. It's more likely than you'd think. Alright. Now,
it will be done.
now that that's been dealt with, let's get everybody up here,
As you command.
ready to do
What is
needs
your
to be
will?
done.
My blade is ever ready.
Stomp, 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 stomp. And
Onward, brothers.
that's 2 willpower. You've still got plenty of willpower left, so we'll pop down here and heal our Flamerizer.
Gratitude.
Bit of extra shield never hurts anybody. Oh, Ultramarines aren't going to be happy about that. They just destroyed a drop pod.
Unleash me. Unleash me.
Those things are not cheap.
As ordered.
Let's have me up here. Apothecary back there.
My blade is yours.
And now, here comes the fun bit.
It will be done.
Just absolutely beast the door down.
Powers protect us!
The Adeptus Mechanicals will hear about this, and they will not be best pleased. They will not.
Enemy sighted.
That said, the tech priest in this game is called Dominus Lunette, and they are a lot of fun. They are way sassier than any tech priest has any right to be, but that is far from a problem. Let's do this. Let's put down a field of literal...
Need ammo.
I may have misjudged that a smidge. Oh well. Let's get our other heavy gun over here. Anybody in range for that? Those two are. But once again, can't have any witnesses for that. Nope, they must all be killed. Every last one of them. Alright, is there anybody I can... Yeah, I can just end this guy, so we'll deal with that. Death.
Make us stronger!
Death will only make us stronger. You saw no mistakes at all. No, absolutely not. Nothing went wrong. I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. You can't prove anything. I do want to question their assertion that death will only make them stronger, though. That seems inaccurate. Might be the best way of putting it. Let's drop an Overwatch over here. And armor up. Become the big target. Death does make you die. Not telling the Grey Knight that they did something wrong, you let your skull intact. That's a fair point. That is an excellent point. Oh. Well, at least they're excited, you know.
Yes! Tear them down!
Yep. Take one on the armor, block the next one, and then take the last bit on the armor. No actual damage. Fun. Alright. Oh, I'm not actually going to be able to kill all these guys. Or am I? Bless the Marines. Yeah. I mean, they do a lot of blessing of their own.
Glory to Cyphos!
1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills.
No match for the Emperor's chosen. Hamachu!
1 kill for the apothecary.
Next, brothers.
Then get over here. Didn't quite get to kill him,
Cannot stop you!
but the fact that you're now engaged in close combat with him means that he can't just shoot, and if he tries to run away, he will get hurt. And that's grand. Need to reload the flamer. So we will reload the flamer. Need to get this guy out of the blast zone. So that goes over there. You can just about shoot this guy, so we'll
Opening fire.
even if it's just a pot shot, might as well take it. Bit of a boom.
Yes!
Mate,
I see one!
you tried that last time.
Next, brothers.
There we go. He tried to run, and he got what he deserved. Ah. Enemy reinforcements will arrive next turn. Now, see, the problem with that
Your orders.
is that I don't think there's going to be a next turn.
That's all of them, Commander. However, I sense there are disturbances in the walk below. The tech priest will extract
there
your
will be.
brothers shortly. Do your best to keep them alive, will you?
I'm sorry, Inquisitor. Did you think that the commander of the Grey Knights was going to do anything other than their absolute best to keep their brothers alive? Just
Yes, Commander.
insulting, frankly. Let's...
On my way.
Let's do this here. And let's make sure that everyone who turns up gets a nice cleansing flame bath.
Empty.
Well, that didn't seem to work very well.
Yes, Commander.
We're not the Inquisition. We actually give a damn about our compatriots. Yes, we do.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't the
Follow heresy of the
most effective of preparation turns, but I've had worse. And unfortunately none of those guys got set on fire like I'd hoped, because there was a bit of terrain that it didn't get over, which is a shame. But, you know, we do what we do, and we do what we must. Now,
I am here to serve.
oh, that's a... If only my Marines weren't in the way. Great. Great, great, great. Alright,
Standing ready.
definitely going to have to put the shield on. Because
What is your whip?
And once again, I would actually take less damage doing that than I would doing it the other way. But I suppose I shouldn't shoot my own allies, really.
Lucan.
Oh, no. Yep, okay, so I've swapped.
Reloaded.
Gotta reload. And get one attack. Yep. And yep. Yeah. Those poor bastards. They do indeed have me
I
surrounded.
must rearm.
And outnumbered. But as we know, there's no such thing as being outnumbered, it's just a target-rich environment. Force strike. Cut him down. Yeah, what a shame, absolutely. Hack away. Hack away. Now he is going to burst when he dies, and I'd rather him not burst on me so much, but I don't really think I have much in the way of a choice. Let's actually... I'm gonna have to
I have sanctified my road.
reload.
They shall not pass.
Lay down some Overwatch over there, and then we can have Thule.
I am his will.
Hey, we got a crit. Nice. And I kind of have to just
Firing
blow this
on
guy up.
Empty.
Do not appreciate getting plagued like that, but
Loading grenade.
given the situation we started the turn in, I think those two losing 2 points of health from a status effect isn't too bad, really. Oh no! Whatever we'll do.
Blessed Harrow Arms.
Charge!
There's that blessing you were talking about, Angela. Yep.
Attack!
Pinning.
Kill them all!
Couple of guys with auto guns.
Bleed!
At that distance, only takes off 1 point of the armor,
Die! Die!
which means that both of them together weren't able to actually hurt
They
you.
will not see me here.
Let's, first things first, move. Actually, first things first, let's. Which one do. That one's lost the most health and is more likely to lose more. So we'll get rid of the plague on them and regenerate their health a bit.
My wrath is restored, brother.
Move them with the apothecary over there. And just up the Aegis.
With haste. I have sanctified my realms.
Now, I know that they're gonna have to come through here. So, in theory, if it actually works properly this time. There we go. Nice. Nice little environmental hazard for them to deal with.
Advancing.
Let's get me over here. Anything that does go past or through the fire can have that to deal with. And let's get
Advancing.
this one ready here. I could kill those two, but I would have to shoot my own fella again, and I don't really want to do that. Let's go for the one with full
Yes,
health
Commander.
that we can shoot.
I am with
Yep.
you.
Alright. Now let's see how this goes. Burning, 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 burning. Well, that was effective. I think it just made all of those corpses stand back up in the fire, which
Out of sight.
not all that effective, honestly.
You cannot harm me.
Because, yeah,
Try harder, Will. Try harder.
Beginning teleportation.
ah, dang it. I wanted to finish them off, but oh well. I suppose I'll just have to take the win as it is. Alright. Lovely. That was the first of 2 missions that we've got scheduled from this bloom burst. Alright, that background, the image there is a picture of Dominus Lunette, our primary tech priest, on the Grey Knight ship, our very, very beautiful ship there, whose name escapes me at the moment. I'll get it. I'll get it in a second. Anyway, okay, so we got 4 requisition for that, which means we have a total of 5.
You can select as many rewards as you like. Unspent requisition can be used after future missions or at the next Grandmaster's report.
Alright, excellent. So, we have another silencer, which is a nice gun here, which I think is very similar at the moment, although when we unlock the ability to upgrade weapons, this will have a decent chunk of abilities. I think 4 is standard damage, 5 is definitely standard ammo, no alteration to the disruptor shot, and the scatter shot is, I think, basically the same, but it does have the upgrades available, and we've got plenty of requisition, so we will get that. This particular Force Halberd upgrades to plus 10 critical hit, but until then it's basically the same, I think. Although the 5, it does 5 damage as standard, so we'll get it anyway. And bonus Terminator armor. Oh, plus 10 focus. That's good. Focus is one of the stats that each knight has, and anytime an ability or an item has a percentage chance of working, the amount of focus you get is added to that percentage. So if your knight has enough focus, then an ability with normally a 25% chance of working can happen every single time. So that is definitely good, and I've got plenty of requisition, and we're going to do another mission next anyway, so yes, I'm happy with those requisitions. Rugen got wounded, which is unfortunate, but Iolanthus has leveled up, which means I can get the Hammer Hand, which gives me a free critical hit whenever I want it, and then I can... Ooh, actually, did I want to Or did I want to go... I think I wanted to go that way. Which means I wouldn't actually want the hammer hand. Huzzah indeed! Yes. Yeah. I think I will do that, actually. Okay. Alright.
You serve the Emperor well, Commander. We should
Huzzah.
study this seed at once. Everything rests on what we might learn from it.
Right. Inquisitor Vakir. Now, I'm not sure what happens if I stop researching something. Do I lose all previous research on it? That is a question. Because getting access to the stratagems is good, but at the same time, I kind of do need to do this. So, lose all progress and seeds toward the current project. No. You know what? Finish doing what you're doing, then we'll talk about the seed. Okay? Okay. Because we have another bloom spot to get to. So let's actually go do that. Now, Kudro and Cinder, or Caldwell, whichever one you'd rather be referred to as in chat. Thus far, I have been renaming my knights in honor of the folks in chat. So if you would like me to name one of the knights after you, I will do so. Let me know. And let me know if you want your actual name or a name that you would suggest. Glorious Deed. Win mission without using willpower. Ooh. That's interesting. That is definitely interesting. Not sure I'm super fond of the idea, but we don't have to do it. The Glorious Deeds are perfectly optional, and yeah, I think I'll skip that one. I've done one already, so it's fine. So let's... I think we're going to have to swap Rugen out, because Rugen is injured. Now we can put in another Justicar, or we can try and recruit another knight. You'll have to think about it as far as calling me either Cinder or Caldwell. Go with whatever's easiest for you. Alright. I will probably stick with Cinder in this situation, since it's what's actually showing up in chat. I have the 2 requisition, and I have the slots, and we have 2 knights injured currently, so we will buy this. We have a new apothecary. That looks good to me. Okay, so...
Malchus.
The name is currently Dirus Malchus. We could give them Terminator armor. Terminator armor on your apothecaries is always a good idea, as far as I'm concerned. Or we could start actually going towards some abilities with them directly. I mean, what's that one? That's Warp Speed Biomancy. That's a good one. That upgrades the battlefield medicine, which is good. That's seed extraction. That's the Emperor's Judgment is a hobbling thing that stops people from moving so much. Endurance. 25% resistance, purifies immediately. Iron Arm. I mean, to start with, I kind of have to just go for the Terminator armor. Do I put... That's interesting. Let's go with that. Putting a bleed effect on their shots. Terminator is best. Terminator is best, Angela. Definitely. So let's pop them in the armor. Just a basic Terminator armor for now, I think. War gear slot, servo skull. Medicae skull, definitely the Medicae skull. The ranged weapon and melee weapon, I don't think we've changed anything there, so that's going to be... that's going to stick as is. In terms of the possibility of naming a knight in your honour, Cinder, do you have any preference for combat style? Like big melee or big guns? Or possibly the other apothecary? I am going to alter my loadout though. I'm going to give myself a Psy Cannon. Let's equip the sight. Oh! Oh, I didn't realise that was going to happen. Terminator is best. Because I still have my sword. I didn't know I was still going to have my sword. That's amazing. That's brilliant. That is wonderful. Fuck yeah, indeed. 5 is not the basic level of damage for the halberd. 4 is. Oh, but you don't. It doesn't have the first strike, which is a shame. But yeah, okay. So that's a lot of fun. So let's go to the armor, because I think that I will be putting the extra focus one on myself, largely because I have this parry ability. So it gives me an extra 10% chance to just not get hit by a melee attack, which is good. Yeah. So we'll put me in that one. Oh, that's fancy. That is some fancy armor. Okay. And what's the equipment in here? That looks really good. It does. Yeah. That's +2 willpower. I don't really need that so much. Okay. So yeah, I have now a 60% chance of that. Alrighty, fun times. Alright. Now, we don't technically need both apothecaries on this mission. I'm going to stick with our Purgator. That said, I did just recruit this guy. We do have the other Justicar. So actually, no. For the sake of this, we will take both apothecaries for simplicity's sake. Though I will have a quick look at this loadout. A weapon called Forgiveness that does more critical hit damage. No, that's fine. How many nartheciums do we have? We have another 9 thesium. We might as well equip that since nobody else is going to be using it. Yeah. Each piece of specialized war gear you get, you can only equip on one knight at a time, which is a little unfortunate, but makes sense. Like each set of armor or each weapon, the equipment, like the different types of grenades, the servo skulls, and other bits and pieces, you can equip on as many knights as need them or want them. But alright, so we have Justicar with a massive sword and a psi cannon mounted to the back of his arm. That's utterly ridiculous, but I love it. I can't not. Yeah, let's go kill some more heretics and see if I can actually find some demons to hunt. At this point, I'm not too excited, not expecting too much in terms of actual demons. Purge the heretics! Always purge the heretics. That's what heretics are for. Heretics are for purging. I mean, what else do you do with heretics? If you're not going to purge them, then... I mean, just what are you doing? It is... It almost goes without saying. Almost. But at the same time, you still kind of want to say it. Because if you don't say it, then somebody might think that you don't believe it.
In fine condition. Are you quite sure your prognosticars detected signs of the bloom within?
Certainty. Ministorum communications have been silenced since our arrival.
It is fun to say as well.
As a tribute to our righteous emperor. Brothers,
Yeah.
we must remove these foul seeds from this holy place.
You have got to say it to really purge the heretics. Because if you don't say it while you're doing it, you're not really getting into the spirit of the thing. Okie dokie then. This might be the first time I've had a team with 3 Terminators on it. I don't think I did this in the last one.
On my way.
Let's get up here.
Your command. Taking position.
Do.
Iolanthus. Praise the Emperor. On my way.
Get you on there.
What is your will?
On there.
Brothers. Standing ready. What is your
And
will?
let's smash down the door. Is there a bit where I can actually get straight to cover? Not
Here.
quite, so...
Here.
maybe let's have someone who can get into cover smash down the door, just in case. Although there is a thing over there. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Smash down the door! Knock, knock, motherfuckers! No, I do appreciate that, horrific as the rest of it is,
Swords of justice.
he's obviously enjoying what he does. That smile on the guy's face. It's unpleasant, but, you know. Alright, let's get you there. Let's move
My blade
all our
is
folks
ever ready.
into a decent position before we start. He just enjoyed the fact he laughed when I kicked down his door. Yeah, I mean, clearly he's having a good time with it.
Yes, Commander.
It's going to have to be there. It's not... Oh! That could work. Or that. That also works. We didn't bring the guy with the flamethrower, so we're going to have to do something a little more improvised. But it still works. And You can also shoot the a few other environmental dangers. Let's smash that down. We cannot allow these heretics to cause any more damage to the cathedral.
Your wicked tools cannot stop you!
Has ordered.
I am large and stompy, and you will die because I say so. I think I brought 2 grenades. So I can use one here.
Will.
Yeah, only we can do damage to the cathedral. Yeah, those guys are still on fire, so they will still take the damage at the end of their turn. Let's bring Angela up here. Fully in cover, so should be fine.
Kill them all!
So to the unworthy.
Who broke this? Oh, it was the Grey Knights. I guess that's okay. Yeah. Well put. Very well put.
Foe destroyed, Commander.
Die! Die! Die!
He was so bad at hitting Angela that he died of shame.
Its fate. I am the Emperor's fury.
Fire is good at killing things. A normal outcome when failing to hit me. Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
Very true, Angela. Very true. Smack you with sword.
At your service.
Alright. Now, he's got his Overwatch up. There are a few ways to get to knock the enemies out of Overwatch. You can either throw grenades at them, which shifts them around and they lose Overwatch, hit them with melee, which takes them out of Overwatch, or, if you have a silencer, use its special ability to disrupt them,
Opening fire.
which takes them out of Overwatch. Or anything else they might be trying to do. Let's just... let's not do that. Let's kill this guy instead.
No demon shall avoid its fate. I am here to serve.
Because we can just have Angela kill this one. What? Just laughing when you're being shot at. You got to admire the lack of fear. Very true. Very true. Okay.
With me, my brothers.
That.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Down there, slightly further away from the explosives, maybe?
It will be done.
Let's move over there and see if there's any more enemies on this side. Sometimes there are. But not this situation, apparently. So we'll just climb the stairs just to hop down them. Running up the stairs, getting into cover. There we go.
My foes.
I was waiting for you. Alright.
Onwards, brothers.
Bring me back over here.
On my way.
Get them into position there.
Burn the Imperium!
Oh! One of their heavy weapon guys.
watch over me.
I don't think that's going to do much. Alright. Okay. So... now, as funny as it would be to run all the way over there just to knock a pillar down onto them, it's probably not the most effective use of my time. Running to here to knock this pillar down, however, is a very effective use of my time. Boom.
Glory to Cyphos!
I flattened your friends. Hope that's okay. Now I could shoot that, or I could shoot that, and do the same. Yeah. Let's do that.
Don't give up now!
Because using the bomb to knock down the statue is kind of hard to decide, hard to tell where the statue's going to fall. But using the falling statue to detonate the bomb, that's tactics. You gotta love some tactics. Of course, but now that things have been cleared off a bit, running this guy over here to smash the pillar onto him becomes a much less wasteful seeming action.
I am the Emperor's fury.
And we can
Advancing.
bring our gunner over here.
Yes,
Just shoot
Commander.
this guy.
With haste.
And because we don't have any others to worry about, I don't mind leaving Angela in the open for a moment, because it means she can get the killing blow on this guy. I just dropped the church on them at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's working so far. I don't see any reason to stop. I mean, it's not like it's a place of worship that's probably several centuries old, if not millennia.
On the way.
Yeah, no reason to stop dropping bits of church on people. I mean, you guys have seen Hot Fuzz, right? You know how effective dropping churches on people can be. Even just pieces of the church. Very effective method of murder, apparently.
They are close. We will find them, Commander.
Guys
The
over
Emperor
there.
lights our path.
I don't want to not kill those guys.
The tainted.
Super effective. It is, yeah.
It will be done.
Grey Knight used Pillar. It was super effective. That's how Pokemon works, right? They throw pillars at people. I mean, some of them do, probably.
Yes, sir.
Running up the stairs. Some of them absolutely do, yeah.
What is your will?
You guys might be able to name them. I absolutely could not name
Unleash me. I
any
will
of
serve.
the Pokemon. I very much lost interest in it a lot.
I
Like,
am here to serve.
Your
I played-
orders.
I played the originals when I was a kid. I had the blue one, my brother had the red one. But other than one dip back into it for black and white, I
My
really
blade
haven't
is yours.
played any of the Pokemon games since then.
Gods preserve us! They will not see me here.
Arms at the ready.
Alright. Let's get
With haste.
into position. Let's get into position. That seems like a good position to be in. Interesting. I do have a grenade though. Is a grenade a good idea? Grenade might be a good idea, but I think there are better things to save the grenade for.
Unleash me.
Let's just get over here.
Yes, Commander.
Let's do this. That seems like a good idea.
We strive.
Still play the new ones, as you know. They have you by the tits. And grenades are the best in the presence of others long away from a long way away. Yeah. But where grenades are not super effective necessarily, Pillar definitely remains an effective option. I'm just going to stand here and be a big wall of ceramite. Pillars are always good. Pillars have not let me down. Not let me down yet. That's not super useful yet. Can't get them because there's not enough. I think probably best to. A pillar fired through a railgun is best. Yes, that would probably be the most effective option. If I had a railgun to hand, I would absolutely be doing that. Let's pop an Overwatch there, just in case they decide to come stand next to me. Let's put our new apothecary between them and the main gunner.
You will bleed.
I will bleed, will I? I don't think I will. I have decided that you are wrong and I will not bleed. I have too much armor to bleed.
Eat this.
I still haven't. I've still got armor left, fellas. My armor is. I'm wearing power armor. Oh wow! Well done. The three of them managed to do 1 point of health. So, yeah, that.
Iolanthus.
God, he said his name with such relish there. That was almost disturbing. Second verse, same as the first.
Has all turned.
Yeah, the only way a Grey Knight can. Or the way only a Grey Knight can, yeah. Iolanthus.
No demon shall avoid its fate.
Nope, still nobody close enough to that to do anything. This guy tried to hunker down. That will only do damage to his thing, so that's not really a concern.
We strive.
The cover will reduce damage if they still exist by the end of this turn. But given that I don't really intend for them to exist by the end of this turn, that's not going to be as big of a problem. Although they have done themselves a decent job of getting themselves some protection. Can I actually get that guy with the grenade? I don't think I can, not from here. That would blast him out of cover. That's not really necessary. Let's... Yeah, let's just...
Firing now.
Well, if nothing else, I can turn off his Overwatch. And I've got 2 actions left, and I might as well just kill him with
The
it.
Emperor. Blessed are our arms.
That'll do ya.
Judged.
And you no longer have friends to protect you. So, enjoy getting Narthesiumed in the gut. Ooh. Aw, look at him shivering, cowering there. While we come up with a nice critical hit and cut off his gun hand. And Angela's been getting a lot of the killing blows on these guys. Which, yeah, I don't think you're complaining about, honestly.
What is your will?
Let's...
What is your will?
As always, the tactic is
Yes, Commander.
alternate movement
Unleash me.
and move the ones that are furthest back first,
Yes, sir.
so that everybody is as close together as they can be by the time you trigger the final things. As you can see, the enemy combatant can no longer fire their gun if they cannot use their hand. And honestly, you're happy with that. As a harm assist. Oh, harm assist. That's awful, but I can't help but love it. That is absolutely appalling. Well done.
Unleash me. On the hunt.
Can't quite get to them. Let me write you a prescription for a mortal wounding. Yes. It's time for me to use my special attack. Ooh, actually, I don't necessarily want to do that. Because this... Oh no, he's got 9. He's got 9 health. He'll be fine. He'll survive. And if not, oh dear. Yeah, he survived. That's fine. But the other guy didn't, which was the point.
Your orders?
Alright. Brother Malchus. To position. Trigger the Psybolt.
Run!
Yeah, that will still do that. Activating the Aegis doesn't trigger Overwatch, fortunately. And his Overwatch will only remove the Aegis now that it's been activated. So I could do that, but let's see if there's another option first. Not quite.
It will be done.
But we'll come over here. Get Angela to Cyborg that guy as well.
Another falls to the Knights of Titan.
Because I've still got 2 actions, and is that worth it? It would do more damage, but at the same time I don't know if I'm going to get the chance to deal with that again, so let's just shoot him. get our Aegis removed and nothing else. Now I could just shoot him. There is a relatively decent chance of getting a crit, honestly. Or I could shoot the explosive and guarantee his death. And remove that cover from any of the others that might want to use it. What do we think? Death? Yeah. Oh, damn it. Wrong button. Bollocks. Sorry.
Die, die, die!
That's unfortunate, but not insurmountable. Also unfortunate, but not insurmountable. Took a bit of damage myself.
Kill them all! You will bleed!
Yeah, I should have killed that first guy. It's just a bit of false hope for them, yeah. Yeah, it would be nice and give them a bit of false hope. That's... Oh goody, warp surge. Oh good. More dudes turning up behind us. Exactly where we want them. And that's not even going to kill anybody this time. I really should have used it when I had the chance. Grenade. No good. Right.
My blade is ever ready. Kneel. The enemy is wounded.
Now, I don't want to kill him just yet, because if I kill him now... Ooh, there's that. That's useful. I will take that soon. But if I kill him now, then that will trigger the others to turn up, which they will be doing. Let's... Angelo, run over here. And kill
See
that
them
one.
fall, brothers. Standing ready.
Let's have you...
I am here to serve.
Let's... Yeah, let's
Firing
actually
now.
blast that to start with. That'll move him a little closer as well.
Foe bleeds.
If we get to there, can I not just jump down? Do I have to go through? Fuck yeah.
Marcus.
That might be the best option, actually.
Vengeance.
Get out of there!
We've got 2 shots left, so we will shoot him. We got a critical hit. Excellent.
Shall avoid its fate.
Which means we can kill that one,
Ammo
which is great.
depleted.
And then we can finish this guy off.
My brothers. However, the Blade God's minions converge on your location. Hold
Yes.
your ground until the Dominus can teleport you.
Thank you, Ektar. I was expecting them to turn up at the end of this mission.
Enemy reinforcements.
Oh, good, it's these guys. I say oh good because, like, all they do is run towards you and try to hit you with knives. They do sound unpleasantly moist, yeah.
Affirmative.
Let's get another seed because that's always a good idea. Yeah, sorry. Oh, you just put your headset back on. Oh. If I'd known, I wouldn't have. But
Your orders.
sometimes you just can't help it. Alright. So let's have this guy come over here. Ooh, good thing I only moved one set of actions. Yeah, that was some very unfortunate timing. But this is some honestly hilarious positioning. I just want to leave that there so we can all just gaze at the beauty of this moment. Ah, Michelangelo himself could not have done better. They did line up perfectly.
Empty.
Absolutely perfectly. I don't think I could have had them in a more favourable position if I put them in there. They really just wanted to die. Yeah, I mean, that definitely seems to be the case. Because there really aren't many other reasons that you'd do that. Oh, not quite close enough. Let's
With me, my brothers.
get back into cover, I suppose. You know what? Let's just.
Your command.
I think let's just stay in cover. Oh, I didn't realise that was a shootable one.
Target acquired.
Let's use my special attack again. Pillar. Pillar of death.
Another falls to the Knights of Titan. Yes.
Get in position to do another pillar attack next turn. Still out of range, unfortunately. Don't really need to reload necessarily, but I might as well reload. No point wasting the action. Might as well do something with it. And pinning grenade. That's not a problem. Especially since it didn't have an explosive one to follow it up with. Okay.
At your service.
I think you clipped that, thank you. That's lovely. Ooh, there we go. Pillars!
For the Golden Throne.
And
Armed and ready.
I have to reload, unfortunately. So, on stream, Tuesdays Kudrow is Warhammer.
The fight is ended.
Thursdays, I'm doing a run of Fallout New Vegas. One session in again there. And on Sundays, both Tuesdays and Thursdays start at like 8 PM UK time. Sundays is kind of more midday for me, and that is a kind of depends on what I'm feeling at the time. It might be FTL, the kind of spaceship tactics game. It might be one of a couple of kind of roguelike or roguey Souls-like games like Blasphemous and No Place for Bravery. I've also got Death's Door as an option there, and because I tried this past week, I originally intended to play FTL, and I did for a bit, and then after doing 2 attempts on medium difficulty and dying horribly in the very first section, I decided that I wasn't going to carry on playing FTL that day. Specifically, I died 3 times in the space of half an hour, which, considering the first time I played it, it took me 2 streams of like 2+ hours each to die. That was not fun, so I swapped over to Hades, which was a lot of fun, and I will definitely be going back to that. But whether I stick to that one, whether I actually keep streaming that, or if I decide to
All active Astartes recovered.
do that on my own time, or kind of alternate back and forth. The Sunday games I will probably be doing kind of alternating. I don't think I'm going to stick to any of those exclusively on stream. But yeah. The swapping between the Warhammer and the Fallout is, I think, going to last as long as I have enthusiasm for both games, and, you know, especially if I get folks joining in to watch. This isn't the only Warhammer game I have, but it's the only one. It's the one I'm coming back to. And so long as I'm having fun too. Yeah, that is kind of like factor number 1 in most of these situations. Okay, so we collected 2 seeds. We got 2 requisition for eliminating the seed characters, plus 1 requisition for the mission rewards. And let's have a look at. Let's see what we've won! Okay, so we got a Stormbolter with a plus 10% critical hit. I think that also has an extra ammo slot, because I think standard Stormbolters are 3 shots and you need to reload, whereas this one's got 4, which isn't bad. Staff of Hope, 3 melee damage, plus 1 damage with the Force Strike, 25% chance to automatically trigger your Aegis Shield at the end of your turn, and 15% resistance, chance to cancel afflictions. That's quite nice. Ooh, Ward of the Aegis, plus 3 armor. So that's 3 automatic armor when you're wearing that one. That's pretty nice. No bonus health, but you get 3 armor and immune to knockback. And the option to upgrade when we get to the upgrading levels to gain an additional 2 points of armor. So that would be 5 armor every single turn. That I have to get. The bonus ammo on the Stormbolter. Fuck yeah, indeed. Bonus ammo on the Stormbolter I'm not 100% sure about. Don't know if we need that one so much. The Staff of Hope. I'm kinda tempted to get that to swap off my sword from my Justicar. But at the same time, probably not. Like, because I think I'm only going to get either the Stormbolter or the Staff. What do you guys think? Stormbolter with bonus ammo, or a Force Staff that protects from afflictions? Any thoughts? Bolter is good to have for the bonus ammo. The Force Staff could be useful later on. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. At later points, there are definitely a lot of times where that resistance would come in useful. Staff seems like it would have a longer lifetime use. You're probably right, actually. Yeah. Because the bonus ammo is nice, but at the same time it's not mega useful. So yeah, I think we'll get the staff and the new Terminator armor. I'm a little bit wounded. We have... Angela, you leveled up. And our Purgator Thule has also leveled up. Okay, so... Okay. Right, so we have Angela Kane. What do we want to do? It's from all that Moida. It literally is from all that Moida. All those last hits you kept getting, just experience, experience, experience. So, got to decide what to give. Warp Speed Biomancy lets you boost somebody's kind of immediate melee combat effectiveness. Emperor's Judgment, target an area and everything within it is slowed, which is nice. Or bonus healing, or target an area and make everything within it bleed. What kind of harm assist do you think we want to go with here? Buffing allies, debuffing enemies, kind of adding a painful debuff to enemies, or bonus heal. Bonus heal's a good idea. Alright. Bonus heal it is. So we can then either... If we stick on this side... Yes. Because if we go this way, then you get to unlock an extra war gear slot for your servo skulls. So if we put the warp charge on... Yes, the warp charge is what it calls... fuck yeah, indeed. Warp charge is spending one of your willpower to boost the effectiveness of it, which that will cost twice as much, but it will give whoever you're healing a free action point, which, yes, can stack on top of the 3 they start with. So I think we're going to go do that. Let's upgrade our silencer guy. Return fire. That's always fun. Shoot back when fired upon. But extra range is good. And this is one of the best abilities in the game, in my opinion. Support fire. 100% chance, so will always happen the first time each turn. An enemy shot within his weapon range, which we've just increased by 4, he will also shoot at them. Getting that extra 2 points of damage is great, especially when you get to the point where you can have that trigger multiple times in a turn. It makes the difference. It absolutely makes the difference. So we're going to go with that. Now, yeah. Now that we're back on the ship, Thomas will be healed by the time we get to our next mission, which is great. Now that we're back on the ship, do I want to rename any of our knights currently? Kudro, Cinder, would you like to join the ranks of Strike Force Xiphos as Grey Knights of some sort. I mean, join us, yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like we legal Moida. I mean, it doesn't have to be legal if there's no one left to give evidence.
Rugen.
Now, Rugen is the one we gave the flamethrower to. So I feel like, given that your username is Cinder Flame, that you might be interested in being the guy with the flamethrower. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that feels like a that works. Yeah, that's so. Given name. Shall we call him Cinder? We could add a bit more. Cinder is good. Cinder is good. Yeah. And then we can swap the name that actually gets spoken. Cinder Rugen is a hell of a name, though. Yeah. So we don't really need to mess with that. We'll set that. There's a bunch of head options, but I generally keep the helmets on regardless, simply because I mean, why wouldn't you?
Rugen. Unleash me. Unleash me. Rugen.
Yeah, who the fuck takes the helmet off in an active battlefield? Yeah, I mean, the protagonists of Gears of War is about the only ones, and
Rugen.
that kind of
Praise the Emperor.
that kind of became a whole joke. Yeah, we'll have that there. Haven't unlocked much in the way of abilities for this one just yet. And if we're going with the flamethrower, it's probably not going to be super important to go down this side. But extra grenade and war gear slots and special abilities is probably the route to take there. But that will come later. Has nobody ever watched Starship Troopers? I mean, in fairness, I technically haven't actually watched Starship Troopers. I know what it's about, and I know heresy. Oi. Be careful with that word. I am in control of a group of Grey Knights. If they hear you calling me a heretic, then I might be in trouble. I do not want to be in trouble. It does have the best thing to show why you need a helmet on in the battlefield. Yeah, I can absolutely understand that. And I'm not saying I haven't watched it because it's a bad movie. I'm just saying I haven't watched it because I've never really had the opportunity or the inclination simultaneously. So we have named our flame guy Cinder. If Kudro is still here, do enjoy if I ever get the chance. I'm sure I will. I know Neil Patrick Harris is. Oh Lord, we all wounded. Yeah. Well, you're not actually. You're fine. Mo's wounded. I'm wounded, and Cinder's wounded. But you're actually fine. He built different. Yeah. Right. Do we know if Kudro wants to be either an apothecary or a Justicar? So, big tanky motherfucker or big tanky healy motherfucker. Or indeed, the other guy with the gun, with the... feel like Kudro would be a Justicar? Fair enough. Built different or just healing yourself? That's a good question. Maybe it's all an illusion. maybe she's not actually built that differently. Maybe it's just self-care? Is that a bad thing? That doesn't seem like it's a bad thing. Alright. So we will go Kudro Boars?
Cadulon.
Kudro Cadulon. That sounds like a spell. Self-care is important in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. I mean, yeah. Nobody else is going to take care of you. You've got to do it yourself.
Corvain.
Kudro
Ursus. Dalmar. Dekran. Durant. Dvorn. Idion. Elgon. Esdrios. Viridian. Gar.
Kudro Gar. That sounds good. Kudro Gar. I like that. That sounds real good, yeah. Let's leave that as is. Now, stick with the Stormbolt, a ranged weapon, because they don't really have the option. Do you think they'd enjoy having a hammer or a big sword? Any preferences you're aware of? Hammer? Hammer is good. Hammer is a lot of fun. So, yeah, one of the neat things about the hammer is when you do the force strike with it, most weapons add 1 damage. The hammer adds 2. So +1 crit damage or +5% crit chance. Let's go full damage all the time. Can't really argue with that. And then let's go over to me, because we bought me that stick for a reason. Yeah. That's my stick. And I don't mind not having the big sword, because I have the big gun on the other hand, so that's cool. I am happy with that. Alright. So, excellent. We have brought the others into the fold somewhat. And now we need to wait for the next thing to happen. If it works, it works. And it does work. The big advantage to me having the stick, the staff, is that I have the focus power, the focus Terminator armor, which means that... oh, something's happened.
Alert.
What has happened?
Proximate warp currents are unstable. Recommend immediate aggressive acceleration or the Edict's coordinates may be disrupted.
Risk analysis?
Insufficient cogitation time to perform inductive calculations. Impact imminent.
Let me warp the ship,
dear.
Commander. I just read an ancient tome on the topic of warp turbulence.
A heretical text, no doubt. Tampering with the warp on such a scale is foolhardy. The Edict is a sturdy ship. We should ride it.
Don't want to get all technical, but swirly thing alert! Yeah, that's bad. I do not have the enhanced Geller field that would be the automatic fix for this problem, which is bad. Fun times ahead indeed, Cinder. Oh dear. Ooh. Okay, so we can either okay, we need to side with... Time to go to blue alert. Are you sure, sir? That will mean changing the light bulb. We need to side with one of our 3 advisors here. Now, Inquisitor Vakia does know what she's talking about quite a lot of the time. Ektar is very, very solid and stoic. And in a lot of cases, that's a good thing to be. But when it comes to the safety of the ship, whose name I now have been reminded is the Baleful Edict, which is a fantastic name for a ship. When it comes to the safety of the ship, I am generally prone to siding with the Dominus Lunette, trust the tech priest in this regards. Yeah, that's very much my thought, Angela. So we will accelerate immediately. It will put the warp drive at risk, which means we might need to repair that, but I would rather repair some engine damage than the external structural integrity of the ship.
All prayers should be directed to the machine god.
Brace for impact.
Better the drive than the hull? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. The Edict maintains its course as it plows through the turbulent zone, although the warp drive overheats in the process. Yeah, we are at minus 20% ship speed, which is bad. However, if you remember, the upgrade that I was working on was in fact a plus 20% ship speed. So, yeah, the warp drive construction in progress in 16 days. That will counter the ship speed. But yeah, fuck yeah, it kind of worked, and it didn't fix anything. The warp drive, that would take 12 days and restore. Now, the thing is, 16 days, we will get the warp drive upgrade. Always trust the tech priest. Always trust your tech priest. They literally do not have the imagination to lie. Now, we do have the warp drive upgrade in progress. It will take an extra 4 days to finish over the repair, but the total time to get to where we should be by the time that upgrade is finished will be less if we stick with the order that they're in, because if I turn over to the repairs first, that will take 12 days, and then we'll have to restart the warp drive upgrade, I think. Either way, I'm not really going to risk it, regardless of how many biscuits I might be offered. Yeah, better to let things go as they are. Indeed. Attune prognosticar. I don't have any prognosticars currently. We are just going to have to sit in the middle of this sector and wait for a little while. Stratagems unlocked. Warp field penetration. Commander, while you have been busy, I have been probing the plague's thalmic defences and have found a weak spot that we can penetrate. It is a minor breakthrough, sufficient to deliver only modest aid to your knights on the ground, but a small tear can become a gaping rent if enough pressure is applied. Indeed, Inquisitor, indeed. So, research menu. Let's jump straight over to the seed. We need to do that. That's plot important. So, that's just that. Let's have a look at stratagems. We have Quicksilver, which is the stratagem we have available currently. Any knight I choose immediately gains 2 action points. That is pretty damn potent. Okay. In terms of getting to other places in the sector, this is the best spot to wait in. So, we're just going to have to wait here until something happens. What is going to happen? Bloom spawn detected. Our prognosticar choir has detected the presence of 3 new eruptions of bloom activity across this sector. We have informed Titan, and must act on these new incursions to the best of our ability. Something will happen inevitably. Something did. Alright. Now we can either get over there. Actually, no, we can't, because the ship isn't fast enough. Oh, good. Right, well, that makes that decision for me. Right. How long is that? How fast is this? 11 days, mission unreachable in time. How long before the repairs are complete? The warp drive will upgrade in 6 days. Which means that with the speed restored, we might still be able to make it there in time. uncertain but possible. That... I don't know how long that's going to take us to actually get there. Yeah. Might as well try. Absolutely, we might as well try. But this one we can definitely get to. So we're definitely going to be doing at least one mission. It's not necessarily ideal. Ooh, the glorious deed is win mission with only 3 knights. It is +3 requisition though. Alright, so this is going to give us another Stormbolter, pair of falchions. Or is it falchions? Falchions? I think it's falchions. And another suit of Terminator armor. So, options for those are guaranteed. We currently have 1 requisition. We're going to get 2 for winning the match. 2 for winning. Do I want to try with only 3 knights? And we've got to start the mission regardless. By accepting this temperance deed, you agree to restrict your capabilities for the duration of the mission. In exchange, you will leave a larger requisition reward if you succeed. Now, individually, these glorious deeds, so long as one of them is an apothecary, it should be okay. That's a good point, actually, yeah. As long as one of them is an apothecary, we should be fine. The thing that I always have to remember is that while each individual deed, the failure for doing it is... Well, there's no immediate failure for not choosing to attempt it. If you go long enough without doing any, Grandmaster Circus gets a little narky because you're not fulfilling your kind of you're not fulfilling your oaths as a Grey Knight, but you're not exemplifying what a Grey Knight should be. So I think we're gonna give it a shot.
Inquisitor Vakir has developed psychic techniques to support you on the battlefield. Select this interface to select this slot to look. For now, you have only...
Yes, thank you, Ektar. Let's skip through. We do not want to let down Grandmaster Circus. We do not. Alright, so let's remove this one. I am currently wounded. So let's swap me out. Cinder is also wounded. But if we've only got 3, I think having an interceptor on the team would be a good call.
Alva.
So let's go with him. Yep. Because he can teleport. And having someone on the team who can just teleport around the map, that is going to be useful. And especially because having an interceptor, using the +2 AP on the interceptor, that is some devastation. Especially later on. Teleportation is always useful. Especially because, if you remember, from the last session, because you were here, Angela, and for those who weren't, one of the abilities that was unlocked for Alvar was the Teleport Strike, which means he just zaps from target to target up to 5 times if they're close enough in close enough proximity, slashes each one of them, and on the weaker enemies, that can just be like dead. It's very powerful. Like, the perfection of that spread shot against that group of Poxwalkers, you can get almost as good as that. Rarely, not quite that many.
Our goal, Commander, is a
But
rapid
it's good.
intervention and strike. Extract or destroy the foul seeds below before they take root.
Orders received and understood, Inquisitor. Don't worry. We'll kill the bastards. Yeah, there it is. Teleport strike. It's great. Okay, so we need to
Taking position.
head over here.
Chaos stirs within the shadows.
There's the first group. Apothecary.
Yes, Commander.
Let's actually move our
Moving now.
gunner up first.
Standing ready.
Unleash me. With haste.
Let's get the Terminator moving. And there they are.
Lapdogs of the
Aha.
False Emperor.
Oh, good. I do love having one less battle brother with me and
This will be illuminating, Commander.
coming to the point where the first of the
What's
Plague
your
Marines
advice,
turns up.
Commander?
Stratagems can only be used once per mission, so I will not be using that right now. Thank you very much, Inquisitor. Let's
It will be done.
get you into that cover. Not quite in range to shoot any of these guys, unfortunately. So we will just do Overwatch
My brothers.
over there.
Ooh.
Let's get Thule moved up.
At once. Opening fire.
Not the best tactical position, but that two AP will come into your handy now. It definitely would come in very
Shall
handy.
avoid its fate.
Do I want to use it immediately is the question. Using it immediately isn't the worst idea. The downside is
At once.
I can only use it the once, so depending on how now. Stratagems can only be used once. Teleportation costs willpower, but willpower you can get back by killing enemies. So if I do that and that and that, no, I can't get that one. So let's start with this guy, then do this guy, then do this guy, and then end up in cover here.
The enemy is wounded.
So,
Ooh.
Weak. We are the hammer.
Well, that bit worked.
Barely a scratch.
Yeah. Now the really fun part about teleporting is that it doesn't trigger Overwatch or anything, so that is very useful.
your command.
Now, can I? Yes. Let's
I am with you.
move Thule up over here. That puts him in decent position. position to get a disrupt shot off on the Plague Marine. There we go. That gets rid of his Overwatch, which is good. If we go, put our Apothecary over here. I think at this point I'm going to use the Medicae skull. The Servo skulls, amusingly enough, do not take an action point to use. So I can use that for free. Get that sorted.
Gratitude.
Yeah, very nice. But then I have my shot, so I can shoot this guy. And, wait for it. There we go. Thule. Alright. Okay, so Force Strike is unnecessary. That's slashy slashy.
Foe bleeds.
Now, if I do that, that will kill him, and that will put me over there with an action point left. Plague Marine is dead. And I got a willpower back for killing him, which is great. So I can use that willpower to kill this guy.
This battle is
Tactics! Tactics! Ah,
Standing ready.
we love some tactics. Heretics purged. Heretics purged indeed. They have been very much purged. Let's get these two moved up. Let's crack an Aegis and I could just run down and that would probably start that up. And that would refill all my stuff, so
I
yeah.
am with you.
Aggression.
Powers protect us.
No Plague Marines in this batch, fortunately.
Permission to engage, Commander.
Ooh, that's not great. Ooh, hello, you have a seed.
Here.
That's... Does that do anything? That doesn't do anything. I can shoot that one though. That'd be funny. Not really worth it. Let's see. No, grenade is not super useful. Can't get him properly yet. I can blast his cover away though. And that would knock him out. And that might get their cover as well. But let's... Grr. Is that actually a better position? Seems unlikely.
Yes, Commander.
Where to teleport to? Actually, if I teleport to there, I should be able to get onto him without causing it any further problems. And actually, that shouldn't trigger his Overwatch. Let's do this.
My focus fails me.
Excellent. It doesn't. He's got no willpower left though, so... Aha! But that's fine. Got a crit! No more gun hand for you.
Glory to Xiphos!
Okay. No more hands. Yes. Apothecary.
Yes, Commander.
Apothecary. Oh well. I could technically kill both of those, but then I wouldn't be able to take the seed from him, and the seed is kind of a big deal. I'm gonna lob a grenade down there. Grenade seems like a good choice. If only because it gets those guys out of cover and they're going to want to get back in it first thing. Apothecary could just run up and kill that guy. Oh, well, you'd actually be able to kill that guy. Make the mice leave their dens. That's a good way of putting it. Let's have Terminator run down here. Narthecium that guy. Then he will try and run away, and that will kill him. But you have a gun, which means that you can shoot this one. And what do we know about people getting shot? If they are within range, the other guy shoots them as well. So as long as I make sure this guy's only got 2 health left, which this Psybolt will do, bada-bada-bada, he dies. Oh. Either he was out of range or it had already been used. Either way. Oh well. But we got the bleed on him, so he's going to die now anyway. I was right about that one.
Die! Die! Die!
And this is kind of what happens when you only get 3 guys.
Yes! Tear them down!
Okay, it's just showing me where that one is, so I can go and get it next time. It's not telling me I'm in danger of activating them, which is good. Alright, first things first. Finish that guy off. But he was chosen. Yes, chosen by me. To die. Of death. That's how it works. Do I teleport over just that guy? Probably not worth it.
Moving out.
Let's just move up into cover. I know.
Ooh.
Oh wait, I already used the grenade. Yeah, never mind. That looks like a decent spot. That looks even better because that gives me 2 actions. There we go. Again, that loses me the seed. Not really worth it to lose this. It's not really worth losing a seed, unfortunately. So let's just shoot the guy. And again. I got the crit on the first one. Didn't get a second crit, sadly. But Apothecary, Angela, you can run over here, kill that fellow, and you've still got the attack action left to run down here and start carving this guy.
Enemies destroyed.
We didn't get the seed, but we had the chance for it, yeah. Okay, they get 1 reinforcement at some future point. Purge! Yes. Alright, let's... First things first. There's some of that self-care we were talking about. The next group I need to be is over there. Wow, they're a way off. So let's just get started.
It will be done.
Alva. Affirmative.
Run, run, run.
Advancing.
Self-care to stay alive. Ooh. Enemies on the radar. Let's rotate to a more advantageous angle. Because we need to deal with some guys over there.
Affirmative.
Let's get our gunner in position.
We are discovered.
You are indeed discovered. Okay, so they've got one...
Commander, we made contact with the enemy.
They've got one basic shooty boy. One marine. And... Okay.
Moving out.
I'm going to have to continue to position as intended. That's not going to help. That helps a little bit. And I'm not wasting any of my resources doing it, so let's start with that. Oh, hey! That guy's on fire now. Or he might be. I don't think he's actually on fire yet, which is unfortunate. He's just got a really warm ass. Start with a bang. Absolutely, Cinder. Start with a bang. Any opportunity you get. Purge the child of Mortarion. Yes. Unless I get the crit, that's not really worth it, because he will get the armor back at the start of his next turn. I mean, it'll get the stun point on him, I suppose, which is useful. But I feel like I'd get more benefit from just killing this guy.
Mercy in death.
No. The only downside to being in the Terminator armor is that it does limit your movement a smidge. Let's get you up there. Deal with this guy. Whether he's actually on fire or not, he is going to bleed out. Kill off this guy. There we are.
For the Golden Throne.
That's him dead. Now, where do we want to put our interceptor? I'm actually going to just put him down here to wait, as I should still be able to get a bit of Overwatch up there. Might not actually trigger, depending on how the angles work out, but I don't lose anything if it doesn't. Not sure why you're bothered with that, mate.
Attack! Kill them all!
No, it didn't trigger. Shame. That one did.
I am the
Hey.
Emperor's fury.
Went into Overwatch and immediately bled out. Yup. Okay. Let's start as we mean to go on. I'm not going to use up any of my willpower on this immediately. Let's just choppy. And...
Down!
Ooh, hello! That's a critical hit. Do I want the bonus stun and possibly get another crit later? Or shall I just take his gun? I do like just taking the gun. There's no point taking the armor pierce, because... yeah. I'm gonna take your gun, hand. No more gun for you. Apparently I can't shoot that. And that would take all of Angela's movement. Running over there would also take all of Angela's movement. Oh, well, there's a bit of fortuitous arrangement. That explodes and throws him over there, which frees up Thule to do whatever the hell Thule wants. And puts him in a position to get Narthesium.
See them fall, brothers.
And whatever Thule wants
Yes,
is to
Commander.
shoot. Oh, through that little gap. Boom!
We have purified this place.
The children of Mortarion are nothing. That was rather perfect.
Taking position.
We're going to want to go over here. Not for any immediate reason. Although I'm going to have you... Maybe we won't run you through the fire. Let's just run next to the fire. Turn on the Aegis, because we might as well. Can we get...
As ordered.
Go this side. End of turn. Another group. That looks like the seed carriers as well, which is great.
Yes, Commander.
Let's
Yes,
grab
sir.
a seed from this little pod here.
My blade is yours.
Have a bit of healing.
My wrath is restored, brother.
I can't help but find it amusing that the animation for heal friend is and the animation for kill enemy is exactly the same. Like, if you had any doubt at all that what would kill a normal human is considered medical assistance to a space marine.
As you command.
The people who made this game did not fuck around with that. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Moving out.
Let's get Thomas over there.
Gods preserve us!
Do you not heal by being stabbed? I mean, I suppose so, yeah.
Target acquired.
Yeah. My Narthesium will heal you for negative damage. Alrighty. So, I wish I had the one more willpower for that. But I
am
don't.
here to serve.
Let's
Advancing.
chunk up over here. Let's see if we can do something fun with this. That wouldn't kill both of those, but that will kill both of those. So let's do that.
Ammo depleted.
Do appear to have destroyed my own cover, however, which is not ideal.
Taking position.
Hunker down. And he's out of ammo, so I won't be able to make use of his special ability. I am the cover, yeah. Let's put a thing down there. I don't want to start being too cocky with this.
Advancing.
Let's do a bit of slightly more careful work first.
The pain will set you free.
And put that there. Bit of Overwatch.
I see one.
A bit of Overwatch always hurts somebody, and that's the point. Okay, time bomb, annoying, but many worse things. Suppressing fire. That's annoying. But they did try to suppress my teleporter, which, you know.
Eat this.
I think
Damn it.
we all know how suppressing the teleporter is going to go. And they're both trying to overwatch the teleporter. Oh, great. Warp surge. Lesser poxwalkers rise from nearby corpses immediately. Well, that's fun. Perfectly fine. Nothing will go wrong for them. Absolutely. Of course not. How could it possibly go wrong? He's only going to absolutely vanish.
So to the unworthy.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, if I try to do anything but teleport, he will die. Well, anything but teleport or activate the Aegis. But, if I teleport, then nothing goes wrong. Whip. Hackety slashety. Now, given the situations that I am in, I think we might have to just pull back to some cover here. And, yeah. Right, we're on 0 ammo currently, which is not great. Let's move over here. Reload. Because we need to. Deal with this problem. And this problem. That problem's not completely dealt with, admittedly, but...
Strong we shall stand.
Okay, pin grenade.
You will bleed.
Less than ideal.
They won't see me here.
Ah! Die! Die! Die!
Okay. First things first. Kill that.
Another falls to the Knights of Titan.
Second.
Yes, sir.
Kill that one. Third. Get all up in this guy's business. Ooh. and take his hand. He is no longer a problem. Excellent.
Yes, Commander.
Let's rotate that. Now I do technically have the range to get rid of these, which I think actually making use of this guy's one shot to save one of my interceptor's actions is probably worth it. And now let's go ballistic. Plus 2 AP. One of which is this.
We slay the darkness.
Number 2 of which
Moving now.
is this.
The enemy is
Number
wounded.
3
Well done, my brother.
is that.
However, the Blade God's minions converge on your location. Hold your ground until the Dominus can teleport you from the surface.
That might almost have been a waste. However, actually no, because I needed the extra 1 to get over here. So it wasn't a waste at all. It was, in fact, perfectly used, I think. Let's... yeah, I think he's in decent cover down there, so we'll put an Overwatch over that just in case.
I sense the enemy converging.
Okay, we've got a couple of Poxwalkers. They're not a problem. Plague Marines. Ooh, that guy brought some actual guns with him. Fun times. Alright. Now. If I get closer, I can use that. But I don't necessarily want to get that much closer. That guy's honestly not worth worrying about. But this might be a good idea. Oh no, I can't do it. I don't have enough willpower. Dang. I'm gonna go with the heal anyway. Let's go ballistic, thank you.
My wrath is restored, brother.
Right. I don't know if it's worth doing. I mean, no, honestly, it probably is. Because we're going to get over here. I'm going to get into position. Then we're going to do this, this, and this. Ah, damn it. I may have fucked up slightly. And Moida, indeed. I'm gonna do that because that's the best disruption at the moment, I think. That's not good enough.
Advancing.
Moving over here. Do I plink that guy or kill that? Because unfortunately I don't have the range to get one of those. I think I'm gonna have to... Yeah. Rebalance the action economy. When in doubt, rebalance the action economy. Suppress the fire. Yeah, he's not going to be doing much next turn. He's really not going to be doing a whole lot next turn. Yeah.
Pathetic.
That does mean he doesn't get his attack of opportunity, but... Yeah. Interceptors, high risk, high reward. No one cares what you're doing, mate. You're useless. Pretty sure I'm gonna be fine at the end of this turn anyway. Like, end of this turn will be my...
At your service.
Oh. Nuts. Right.
Lords in heart.
First things first, gonna have to do that. God damn. I'm pretty sure, like I said, the end of this turn I will get to... I will just be teleported away. And then is it just hold for extraction? Yes, they can extract with Poxwalkers around. Yeah. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Any knight that is alive when that timer runs down gets teleported off the battlefield, including if they are if they've been kind of knocked to 0 but haven't died outright, which is one of the factors of this. If you get knocked to 0, each knight has a resilience stat, which is different to their resistance stat. The resilience is the number of times they can hit 0 without outright dying. I
Your
used up all
command?
his bloody Grr. He's pretty heavily wounded. He doesn't have any willpower to actually get the kills off. Why
At your
does that
service.
do anything? Not good things. Bad things occur.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna run Angela over here. Yeah, better to be safe. It is definitely better to be safe. This. And that sorts that bit. I just wish I had the... I almost wish I hadn't used that, but if I hadn't used it, I wouldn't have finished when I did. I can't force strike. Gonna take damage. I'm pretty sure if I just end turn, it'll extract. So end turn. Oh damn it! No, enemy turn. Fuck. fuck that up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Strong we shall stand.
Yeah. Oh. They're not going to kill it anyway. Alvar is going to be heavily damaged, so Mo, if you've gone back and watched the VOD of this, or if you have turned up in right at the end, sorry about how much damage you took. Oh shit. No one cares, dickhead.
The gods fed.
Teleport coordinates locked.
There we go.
Initiating sequence.
Yep. Everybody back to the teleporter. Victory! Okay. Didn't go well, but we won. Everyone lived. That is something. Absolutely, Cinder. You're completely right. All the knights made it back. And we only took 3, which means we got the Glorious Deed. So that's good. Glorious Deed. +3 requisition. Better alive and wounded than dead. Always. Always. Well, not necessarily always, but in video games, yeah. Well, given that the experience for kills in this mission was divided only between 3 knights, we might have a level up or 2. And hopefully those falchions are nice. Alright, so let's have a look at the Stormbolter. +1 ammo available as an upgrade. Oh! +1 damage to Overwatch. That's nice. And I think that's got slightly higher range as well. The Fury of Deimos. That's pretty cool. Gonna have that one. Oh, nice. Yes, those are some good swords. So 4 damage from the basic attack. Yep, that's fine. Standard 4 strike. Overwatch. Yeah. +2 range on the Overwatch. The downside to the upgrades is that we need to get to the next stage of the campaign, of the game, before we actually unlock the ability to upgrade. But yeah, once that happens, that +2 range on the Overwatch is going to be nice. Very, very nice. So this sword, it has a +10% chance to crit, which is great, and 25% chance of inflicting weakened with every strike, which means that anything hit with it deals -2 damage with melee attacks. That is great, because if you're hitting them with swords, you're in melee with them. And that means that against things that deals lots of damage, it deals less damage, which is great. And if against things that don't deal a huge amount of damage, like gun-focused enemies, if that goes off, they don't deal any damage with their melee attack, which is even better. And I can upgrade that to activate 50% of the time. So hells yes, we're taking that. And let's have a look at the Terminator armor. Okay, so... Ooh! Upgradable plus... The +2 armor is basic, but the +1 armor upgrade is nice. Being able to unlock an extra grenade, that is lovely. +1 area on the grenades is amazing as well. Ooh, that's cool. Also, it's called the Warrant of Flame. That is fantastic, and I just wish Purgators could take Terminator armor, because the Warrant of Flame on someone called Cinder, that would be brilliant, but unfortunately not. However, yes, we're unlocking that. Yes, I'm satisfied with my requisition requests. Yes, and yes. But we didn't get any level ups. Dang it. Oh well. Phew, right. Now, I am lightly wounded. I will be back in a day. The warp drive will be upgraded in 3 days. Angela, you are injured slightly for the next 17 days, I'm afraid. Darrig is damaged for 19 days. Cinder will be back at full fighting strength in 22 days, just before the next Grandmaster report. Now, that does mean that of our 7 knights, 5 are wounded. However, this is another one of those quality of life upgrades from a mere pittance of 17 days, indeed. I mean, considering we're dealing with warp travel, the days tick over pretty quickly. But yeah, another quality of life up change, I'll stick with change, is that injured soldiers, injured knights, can take to the battlefield. Unlike in XCOM, where if your knight is injured, if your soldier's injured, they are stuck at base, you cannot do anything with them. The compromise is that they have a negative penalty they have a penalty to their max HP, which I think represents it a little bit better, especially for Space Marines. Now, I'm going to set course for this sector. Makes sense in 40k because a Marine can still be injured and will continue on regardless. Absolutely, yeah. You can do a lot of damage to a Marine and they will still kill you. Okay, so I'm going to set course for this location. I'm going to go, hopefully, halfway there. The engine upgrade will complete, and we'll actually be able to get to it. Oh, we'll get... yeah, okay, so... plus 20% ship speed. Start a new project. Ship status. No questions, we are repairing the rest of the engine. Back on here. Ah, damn it, no. Even with the increased speed, we don't have time to get there. Which is a real shame. Because that would have had a psi cannon, a melee weapon, a staff, and a suit of power armor. Yeah. Bugger indeed. That is a distinct shame. So, given that that becomes an impossibility, rather than messing around any further, I'm going to save up. Save the game and bring this particular stream to an end, I think. And yeah, so it's a good point to end. Good game. Yeah, it is a good game. I love this game. It's fantastic. But that is the end of that. Thank you guys for joining me for however much attention you were paying. It's been brilliant. And a follow-up thank you to anyone who is watching this as a VOD on Twitch, or anyone who has actually found my YouTube channel to store the same things. I mentioned earlier that, yep, I'll be doing this again next Tuesday. I'll be playing Fallout New Vegas on Thursday, and on Sunday I'll be on midday UK time playing something kind of indie roguelike-ish. Depends what I'm in the mood for at the time. But that will be enough for today. I'm going for a solid 3 hours, nearly 3.5. So, that's all from me today. and hopefully we'll see you again soon enough. And to take us out, I will switch back to a little song from Miracle of Sound, the one that I thought suited this game fairly well. Thank you, Angela. I will see you next time. And yeah, next time on the adventures of Strike Force Xiphos.